you can see, I am back in Australia, in Melbourne, and I'm supposed to start uni today, but unfortunately one of my lectures got shifted to the next day, so I have nothing to do now. Probably gonna get ready for the week ahead and stuff, so I'm gonna go out to the city and buy some printer ink and maybe a blender, who knows. So today I'm going to do a tag video because Yvette Snufflebear on Facebook asked me to do my makeup story tag. And there's a bunch of 10 questions, and they're really cool, so I thought I should do it. Number 1, how old were you when you started wearing makeup? I started wearing makeup when I was probably like 12, 10 or 12. I know I started, what was that? Okay, see the trams and everything, you can hear the trams and everything. I started makeup when I was probably 10 or 12, and I really liked, wow, the streets outside are really busy today. I really liked lip gloss, and I really liked eyeliner. But I didn't wear eyeliner until I was 12. I wore lip gloss before because I loved lip smackers. I thought they smelled so good, especially the vanilla one and the strawberry and kiwi. And everyone was obsessed with the Body Shop strawberry lip balm. That's what I remember. 10 or 12. How did you get into makeup? So I never really was serious about makeup until I really started doing YouTube and blogging and everything like that. That's because I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and I had a lot of things to do and everything, and I didn't have time for myself. So makeup to me was really important because it helped me get my self-confidence back, and that's one of the reasons why I'm sharing makeup with all of you guys, because it really did help me with one of my probably lowest periods of time in my life. What are some of your favorite brands? Some of my favorite brands, of course, you guys probably know, I love NARS. I think they have superior blushes, and I love their eyeshadow duos because they seem to always complement your skin, and they're just so pretty. I love MAC. I think MAC is good. I know, sometimes I'm sort of iffy about MAC because about the number of collections they launch. It's kind of like, you know, hold back there. But I love MAC for their concealers, powders. I think their blushes are really good. I don't really like their lipsticks. They can improve on that. But I do love their eyeliner, so I've tried their Technical and Graph Black. I really like that as well. MAC, NARS. I do like Bobbi Brown. There's some products that I thought weren't as great. I love the image of Bobbi Brown, but I would say that their products are alright. Not very worth such a high price you're paying, because there are a lot of substitutes for the things that they offer in terms of quality. I really like Maybelline from the drugstore as well, and I like Kate. So those are the products I like. What is your favorite thing about makeup? My favorite thing about makeup is, that's really hard to say. I love applying makeup. I don't know, I love applying makeup on myself. I'm not too much of a person to apply it on someone else because it feels like a totally different thing. If you apply makeup on a model or like a dancer or whatever, like it feels so different because the eye shapes are different and you don't know if you're going to get it right, and they look in the mirror and they're like, ugh. You know, I don't know. I like applying makeup on myself, especially in the morning when you have your vanity and you have your mirror there, your makeup there, and then you kind of just do your thing. I love that. I think it's so fun, especially in the morning. So I think my morning routine especially is my favorite thing about makeup. Applying makeup in the morning, getting ready for the day. What do you think about drugstore makeup versus high-end makeup? I think that high-end makeup was the bomb. You know, you can't get that same quality, and that's why you're paying for it. But now that I've realized, I've tried a lot of drugstore things, and I think that drugstore makeup is really good, actually really good makeup, and it's cheap and affordable. So I think that if you're not into, you know, the name and the brand, and you're not buying for those things, or you're not buying for the packaging of the things, then drugstore makeup will do just as fine. I love drugstore mascaras. I think they're even better than high-end mascaras. I love the CoverGirl. I like the L'Oreal Collagen. I like the Rimmel. So I love those mascaras as well. And I think they work better than like Lancome Hypnose or Dior Show X Stay. So you might want to look into those. In terms of Maybelline's Dream Matte Powder, one of my favorite powders, as well as the Revlon Color Stay Foundation and the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour. So you can see that I love a lot of drugstore products as well nowadays, and they're about the same sometimes. Of course, if you're scared about skincare and everything, then you might want to look at high-end. But really, some high-end makeup breaks me out, some drugstore makeup breaks me out. So I think they're about the same, actually. What is one tip of advice you can give to a beginner? So if you're first starting makeup, I think you should start with cheaper makeup. Like, go to drugstore and find out things that might suit you. So because when you're a beginner, you're kind of like, I don't know if this works for me, I don't know if this works for me. What do I like, a liquid foundation? Do I like a powder foundation? And if you just go out to the high-end store, you might like, you know, spend like $70, $80 for one foundation and find that you're not a liquid foundation person. So make sure you go to the drugstore and get some like powders and liquids and just experiment there, because you're spending a lot less money, but you kind of find out what works for you first, and then you go to the high-end department store and then know through reviews and everything like that to see which ones are best, because it's a lot of money over there and it's still quite a bit, but I think you're going to be spending a lot less in the future and making less mistakes in the cheap area than the expensive area. So that's what I think you should do. Also, that like, you see all these collections on YouTube, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to afford all that makeup? But you really only need basics. And once you have the basics concrete and everything, then you can start, if you want to expand your makeup collection, then you start exploring outside. But don't worry, don't be like, oh my gosh, like, how am I supposed to afford all that makeup? Because I remember I saw these collections on YouTube and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot afford all that. But then now I have all this, so I'm like, okay, never mind. What is one makeup trend you never understood? One makeup trend I never understood. Okay, I don't like highlighting the inner corners of the eyes. I think that I look really, really weird. I think I look like an alien when I do that. So I never highlight the inner corners of my eye like with white eyeshadow. I just don't look good with it, so I've never really understood it. I know it works for a lot of you out there, but it just does not work for me. I think I look weird with it on. What do you think about the beauty community on YouTube? The beauty community on YouTube, it's great. I think it's great that everyone's sharing their own makeup tips and like tutorials and everything like that. Sometimes the comment section can be a little like immature and rude. I've seen a lot of videos and like I look at the comments and I'm like, what? Like, how can they feel like that? I mean, I think what haters do is that they go on YouTube and they start hating on people because they're just angry and they know that they're anonymous, so they can never get hurt back, sort of thing. So I think that's why. But despite the comment section, I think it's great. I mean, if you like beauty and you have makeup tips to share, I highly recommend going on YouTube. Of course, you might want to consider the fact that you're being a public person, so you have to be okay with people saying stupid things about you or people commenting about you. So you have to be okay with that, because that's part of the parcel of going online. You don't know who is going to watch you and stuff like that. So besides that, if you can handle that, if you're good with that, then going onto YouTube, because it's so fun. You meet so many people, like they go on Twitter and I've met so many people. I even met them in person and it's great. And like Holly Beat Ideas and so many YouTubers. I think it's a fun sort of beauty community to join. I think it's great. So thank you so much, Yvette Snuffle Bear. That's the tag right there. Whoa, that's the tag right there. And I hope you have a fabulous day at uni today, because uni in Australia starts today. And yeah, so have a good day and I'll see you guys later. Bye!